There is no time now to return to Moonlight Alcove. As before, as the stars already urged you on, everyone is ready to make haste for the Pit of Melithe. Alright. No more fucking around. Wolford approaches you as you fly above his hidden lair at the Moonlight Alcove. You cannot help but wonder if you shall ever return there. Our dear alcove, I've asked my agents to break down the place. It shall soon be gone, if it isn't already. We shall not be returning. We've not the time to do so, anyway, and with Orlek back among the living now, no longer fond of me, I dare not think what he would do with it. Unfortunately, hiding places are of little value once they're found. Once all of this is over, those of us who do not manage to return, we shall have to find another place to live, to try to live, at least. Okay. Anything to see here? Oh, little imp. Bye, imp. Okay, so they just parked. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, fuck you. So the Nightwings darken our skies once more. Your defeat last time was but a sign of things to come. Until our next encounter on a sacred site, I told you to stay out of our way. Get out of my sight. I will... What happens? What are you going to say? What are you going to do to me? Huh? Do you just disappear? Running away? Huh? Huh? That's what I thought. Get out of here, you monster. Ye who disbelieve in the rebirth of Yislak, ye fail against us. Now ye flaunt across the skies. Beware, ye who wouldst mock the designs of the withdrawn. You cannot comprehend the terrors which shall come to ye in time. Alright. Here we go. You know, I always say... I always make fun of this, of the flagging hands. But we're always here. I don't know why, but it always just calls back to me. Cold Moat, to the Mass Grave, Plague Mount, Wolfred. I haven't done anything with Gilman in a while, and it's a damn shame. I should be like absolutely embarrassed. I'm full of chagrin to have not been given more time to our dear sweet Gilman. You and Sir Gilman spend much of the rest of the day searching through the poisoned lands of Plague Mount until at last you find something of value. So it would seem, at least, as neither you nor Gilman can tell exactly what it is, for the object lies beyond your grasp. You consider methods to retrieve it. Work with Sir Gilman to retrieve the object you found? Make time to retrieve the item. In doing so, you would give up time you could spend on vocations, or leave it be. Let's go for it. Let's have fun with Sir Gilman. It's a little mini-quest. After toiling away together for some time, at last you find the object that you sought within your grasp. You and Sir Gilman take a moment to examine it. You found tombstones. It's just a... Oh, wow, it's an expensive item. Something you forged in the flagging hands. Okay. Cool. What's up? Yeah, Gilman! I'm sorry I've been neglecting you, bud. I like you so much. You're so fun. So I do regret some of my words and actions and thoughts. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you then and seizes up. His expressions are just perfect. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Rita. What brings you to this night, this afternoon? Sir Gilman is attempting to make small talk. Is everything okay? You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master Rita, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then, you have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. No, that's what friends are for. It's okay. Having said that, here, then, are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This knight stood there on the front lines whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them, shrieking with laughter all the while. This night he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. Oh. Whew. How this night survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Oh, do you have survivor's guilt? Oh, man. Sir Gilman. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this night, Sir Deluge. That cursed Sieur Deluge, if not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and defeat. And indeed, Sieur Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this night, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. So you're another one of those guys who chose it. Because you don't believe yourself worthy. Sir Gilman. If only you could see me the way I see. If only you could see you the way I see you. As you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should recounter his old knight commander here so soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters of the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his way was too much of a coward to decline. And his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When he encountered you and the Nightwing, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose, and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Oris yet has plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. Seems best to leave him be for now, since he feels relieved at having shared all this. Yay! We get his updated bio. So he's a Scorpus? He's driven and fixated. I can totally believe that. His crime? None! Then why are you here? He survived the siege of the Spiral Sanctum, though technically did nothing wrong. Oh. I don't know why I asked why you are here, because he asked to be here. Alleged motive not applicable. The records state he volunteered for exile after the shameful outcome of the battle. He was a knight-errant of the Sea Dominion who sought glory in the Commonwealth, where he became a frontline fighter in the never-ending war against the Harps. In this, he fared much better than most of his kind until the day of the disastrous siege of the Spiral Sanctum, where his entire regiment was destroyed in an ambush. As one of the sole survivors of the incident, Sir Gilman accepted full responsibility for the outcome and volunteered to go into exile as penance for the failure. Oh, you don't deserve it, and we don't deserve you, Sir Gilman. The world doesn't deserve you. Such a sweet, honorable child. Man, you're not a child. Alright. Oh man, we're just getting good voices after good voices. We get a little bit of Sir Gilman, and then we're getting a little bit of the manly child and the staff of the chastity. Mm-hmm. All of my amateur voice work coming in hot. Halt, everyone, I beg you, please forgive my rudeness here. The Black Wagoner shuddered to a stop en route to the pit of Melithe. There is some commotion as the lone minstrel motions for everyone to be still. Someone is there, along our path ahead. He points into the distance. However, when you scan the horizon, everything is still. You see no sign of whomever the lone minstrel referred to. Still, he indicates caution. Strange. I do not believe I was mistaken. A tense moment passes, then another. Then the lone minstrel tenses up. Our guest. He is there. You look towards where he signals, and then at last you see the cause of his concern. There is no mistaking who it is. Orlek stands there, near motionless atop some forgotten rock jutting from the darkest corners, a fair distance away. He stands directly on the path of your black wagon, yet he shows no sign of acknowledging the wagon's presence. He appears only to be waiting for something, likely for you all. The lone minstrel gets your attention, quietly. Reader, what do you sense? What do your senses tell you at this time? Orlek may have come with ill intent. Press forward. You have a right to get to. Orlek may wish to stand in the way, but can be made to move. Turn back. Confrontation outside the bounds of the rights is forbidden. Orlek ought to be avoided. Hail him. Orlek may be here to talk. If you reach out to him, perhaps you can communicate in peace. I think this is the most interesting option, so that's what we're going to do. There has to be a way to reason with Orlek and bridge differences between him and his former triumvirate. Perhaps he has come to negotiate. Perhaps you are correct. Let us try and make contact with him. Then, as we proceed, you give the signal for the drive amps to start the wagon and head towards him. But just as you reach the point where Orlek once stood, it seems our guest has already departed. Let us remain watchful as we proceed on course. Indeed, Orlek is nowhere to be found now. The unnerving encounter causes everyone to fall silent for the remainder of the trip. What's he up to? Your wagon finally arrives at the pit of Melethe, where still there's no sign of Orlek, or your next adversaries, for that matter. Your companions organize a quick search about the premises, leaving you to watch the wagon until the right's commencement. Okay, well, let's go to the slug market. We got some stuff to sell. Oh, hey, you guys, you just missed some of other customers. I sold them some of my best stuff. Not better than the stuff I sell to you, but if you run into some of those guys with good stuff, you know where they got it. What's this? Typhoon Bottle. While the bear's triumvirate is banished, adversaries are slowed and can't use abilities. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, let's sell some shit. Yeah. I want that. Go for that. And then I want this ring, because I want the matching set. There. Alright. Alright. Thanks, Falcon Ron. Downside climate. Must be our lucky day here, or I don't know what, Dad. Oh, shit. Something is wrong. Someone is here, alone, with you. Uh-oh. Orlek seems to be examining various objects in the wagon. Whether he has noticed you, you cannot tell. What he's doing here and how he got in unnoticed, you can't imagine. You watch him go about whatever he's doing, examining all sorts of things that you and your fellow exiles gathered on your journey. He shakes his head. Excuse me. All of these trinkets. This wagon, it is most different now. Welcoming, and yet I am unwelcome here, it seems. In my own wagon. He directs his gaze at you, acknowledging your presence for the first time. You, a mere shadow. Tell me something. Who are you to them? You're the reader, you are their friend, you are no one, or say nothing. We are friends. I love each of them dearly. You tell Orlek that you have traveled all across the downside with this group and count them as your trusted friends. It is a different group now than his day. Things change, my dude. A friend it is. Beware then, for the Nightwings do not always treat their friends with all due charity. It was one person, man. Things have definitely changed. You're so damn hot. Ugh. Relay to them a message for me, Shadow. Tell them I shall have my night. He strides right past you, towards the door, but then he turns to you again, once more. I shall have my night. He knows how to make an exit. So dramatic. Then Orlek is gone. Okay. Well, we had something to read. Let's do a little bit of reading. Downside climate. I know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it is cold, or when it is very hot, you use what strength you can to move to somewhere where you can think and breathe. The weather in the downside seems intrinsic to the different regions, which my good friend Molten Melethe shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find, and you cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you, rather than constrain you. Make yourself comfortable, guys. Spend your money, and spend your time on things that make you comfortable. You absolutely deserve it. Life sucks hard enough without you taking care of yourself. Several of your companions return as you exit the wagon. You explain what happened. However, none of them saw Orlek. Most concerning, reader, though I am thankful you are well. Orlek, he always was a peaceful individual, and yet his disposition is much different now. Perhaps we had best inspect the wagon for any signs of tampering in light of these events. He seems like a pretty honorable guy. In fact, he was really upset because things weren't honorable in the past. And I think that's a core part of his character. I don't think he's going to fuck with anything. You and the others conduct an exhaustive search in and around the Black Wagon for any signs of objects missing or tampered with, as well as signs of damage or foul play. The search yields nothing. No one finds any sign that anything was moved or tampered with. Even the drive imps seem calm. The incident leaves you questioning your own recollection of what happened. You try to clear your mind, for the rite is soon now to commence. Excuse me. Though the now familiar surroundings of the Pit of Melithe made preparations faster than before, the stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. The ride against the chastity is coming soon. Please be ready, madam. Our adversary is a known quantity. I am prepared. You wish them all good fortune in turn. Little else is said, and together you watch the celestial harmony in calm and silence and await the chastity. And await the absolute fancy banger of a tune. Alright, the tattered mantle. After your adversaries grasp the orb, their auras shall slowly shrink rather than vanish. Oh. Let's get fucking weird. Uh-oh.
All of the Titan stars.
Hell yeah. We're gonna have some fun. You're gonna see some weird shit. Oh, the harpsichord.
Returns, along with her entire retinue of miscreants.
That's me.
How unfortunate that each of your attempts to liberate them failed.
Purposeful.
Your adversaries, the chastity.
Uh-huh.
As with you, they must be very desperate for their
Of course.
freedom.
They gotta get back to that cushy life.
Easier from here.
Oh, but look at this. You do remember losing to us last time, I'll have you know that we've some new tricks up our sleeves this time. Your adversaries are prepared, reader. Who shall conduct the rites on your behalf? Going sap v sap.
Go on, then.
This sorry sap is about to meet our absolute fancy man of a sap. And again, he's pretty fancy too. He's got a harpsichord theme song, so I think he actually is fancier than us. But we will have Volfred. We will have Tizo. And we will have Melithe, I think. Or not Melithe, Bertrude.
With that out of the way,
We await the ancient rites commencement. Are you quite ready then, Well then let us get this little ceremony started. I have hors d'oeuvres. Ding 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 ding.
commence. Beaufort banished.
Ha. Yeah. Oh.
The orb bathes first within the Nightwing's
Oh man, I have like no health. This is awful.
The orb taken.
Woo! Oh gosh. Oh, this is a clusterfuck. Oh shit.
Thrust straight into your flames.
Thrust it. I wasn't ready for such a powerful thrusting from this manly man. Volfred Sandalwood, why is it really you, my dear friend? You must be mistaking me for someone else, manly. However do you mean? I'd recognize that upright posture of yours from anywhere. I knew it had to be you. Oh, what a glorious surprise indeed. Bring out the manservants. It is time to celebrate. Oh, it's me, all right, but you're no friend of mine, Manly. No more than I am yours. So cut your nonsense for a change and face me like a proper sap. Oh ho, to have such a spark left in those old limbs of yours. Well, if you want me to be rude, then fine. Let's have it your way, sir.
That manly timber staff has such a mind for politics. Would that he focused on the rights.
Yeah. Oh no. This is bad. Get him. Okay, we got this, and we're... Damn it. Woo! That was quite the leap. That was impressive.
A richly deserved victory at that.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Thus end this night's proceedings.
He's so friggin' posh. But I love him still. A sporting show and most agreeable outcome at that. Ta-ta for now. Next time, we shall have to do better. Scraffafa! Tizo utters some sort of improfanity involving wheel mites. Oh, Tizo. You gutter-mouthed little cutie.
Now, in the wisdom of the scribes,
Yay! Tizo leveled up. Awesome.
deepens in the
Cry! Tizo gives thanks to Ho the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. What do we got here? If banished, Tizo automatically casts his Implode. That's pretty cool. Let's do that. That sounds cool. Anything? Yeah, and Volfred level up as well. Awesome. Long did I bide my time in anticipation that one day the Nightwings would reform under a common cause. To be a part of it, myself, it nourishes the spirit. After casting Sprout, Volfred's saplings spawns faster than usual and gains a larger aura. Let's do this one. I like casting the little Sprout. It's fun. Alright.
now
Oh.
go and
Wallow.
in the downside for a while.
I'm going to wallow, as is my wont. Don't even talk to me until I've had my morning wallow. Back at the Black Wagon, you find the Lone Minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they fell to the chastity in a disastrous contest. It is plain to you that none of them look well. The Lone Minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, the faster turning of the cycle of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. It is fortunate that your other companions are available to conduct the coming rite, because I fear that this group here requires rest. You bid Volfred a swift recovery, and he nods weakly in response. You exchange a look with Bertrude, who seems exhausted. And as for Tizo, it is clear to you he wishes to be left alone. Aww. You leave the Lone Minstrel to look after them, and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark. Doo-doo. Alright. Everybody's sick as fuck. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Alright. What is to happen? I mean, I assume we just get to fight the three remaining ones that I didn't go with last time. Alright. So the chastity's ahead now. I definitely don't want anything to do with Lindole. So I think I'll find wherever the dissidents are and go for that. Because I also enjoy them. So they must be up north here. Yeah. Let's do it. Love a good Barker Ashpaw time. He's a lot of fun. We're gonna be butting heads against old Barker again, are we, sister? Guess it helps to know ahead of time so I can brush up on my groveling. He then shares with you what he knows of your next opponent. Barker Ashpaws, a volatile cur who's packed the dissidents, conduct the rites more so for thrill than freedom. Back on the other side, Barker never quite took to all the culture of the Commonwealth, and often ran afoul of the law for various acts of boorishness or vandalism. Proper anarchist. He always promised to go straight, and in time he found a certain niche, for he was an accomplished hunter. And the people of the Commonwealth did have an appetite. Barker relished the hunt more than anything, and spent his earnings on a variety of questionable things. One particularly raucous evening, Barker was caught relieving himself on the foot of the statue of the Archjustice Androboles IV, the grand judge who in 1617 issued a decree prohibiting literacy. Oh! So he's one of the ones who started the bad. The real bad. You know what, Barker? You're a cool guy. Totally piss on this bastard statue. And that was the end of his citizenship. And the downside, it seems he caught notice of the dissidents who in turn must have observed his speed, ferocity, and fearlessness. He is now the best of them. Barker's reputation grew among the exiled curs of the Yomer Valley region, where he is feared and unafraid of taking what he wants. Not long after they fleshed me down, I was just trying to make ends meet and made a deal with him. In hindsight, let's just say it was a bad idea. He could make my life go real sour if he wants. Anyways, I better go pass out. We got a long few days ahead. You wish Ruki a restful evening in turn. It is too late to take flight, though tomorrow you can press on. Whee! Alright, more Volfrid. Always a pleasure. Hello, my girl. Tizo and I were just reminiscing on old times. Rah! Tizo is happy to have Volfrid back among the Nightwings again. Thank you, Tizo. I'm happy to be among the Nightwings as well. Though you understand why we were forced to be apart for so long, don't you? Skrawum. Tizo indicates he understands full well. I trust that Tariq provided some good company and song during the intervening time. Skreek! Tizo confirms he did enjoy traveling alongside the lone minstrel for some time. They seem very close. And there he is, right on cue. Something I can do for you, Volfrid, sir. Volfrid laughs warmly at this. No, Tariq, we were well enough for now. Tizo and I, we were just remembering the time when we first met, the three of us. Tizo was rather apprehensive then, as I recall. He was merely being circumspect, I'm sure. Tizo has the sharpest instincts of us all. But the bite he gave you, sir, it left a permanent impression, did it not? Oh, is that it right there on his little arm? It did indeed. I consider it a mark of friendship. May it stay with me for all my days. It's a good reminder that despite the challenges we faced together in the past, my time among the Nightwings has been extraordinary. Likewise, can I say the same, sir? Rocky! Tizo shares the sentiment as well. Aw, they're just good friends. Volfrid turns to you. I should apologize, my girl. Here we are talking of a history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over many of the bad parts. What I mean is, it isn't my intention to exclude you as we wax nostalgic. The Nightwings that you know, we are a strange assortment, are we not? Those of us who share some kinship from the past, I suppose we cannot help but seek some warmth in it, but it should not be to the exclusion of the friendships that we forge right now. So please, why don't you join us for a bit? Together, you, Volfrid, Tizo, and the Lone Minstrel talk a while about as the time goes by. The three of them are pleased to be back in one another's company again, having grown close through shared experience in the past. Just the same, they have welcomed you into the group. In spite of my hardship, and the hardships you have faced, some of these idle moments that you share together may one day form memories you think back of with fondness. Soon the conversation winds down, though it lifted all of your spirits for a while. Yeah, it's very important to remember the good times. It's the stuff you remember, the small moments, the little stuff. Let's get our mushrooms. Mushroom. Thank you. Alright, I guess we're just going to continue. Maybe we can do one more before ending the stream. Upwards and onwards. It seems while we're always in the Isle of Kilmer, or we're always in the Pit of Melithe. So it's weird that it just kind of went that way. Alright, so our options are Sharp Soul. Kay believes we can find something of value here. We're going back to Barb Reef. Oh, let's go fish. Let's go fish in Barb Reef. Yeah. Thank you for your bounty, oh sweet Barb. The Lone Minstrel suggests that the sport of fishing may help pass the time as you drift among the city currents of Barb Reef. Here it seems the fish are one step ahead of you. Perhaps if you keep at it, they will die down, let down their guard, or perhaps they shall not. You intend to achieve victory against the denizens of the sea at all cost. I will not let some fish beat me. Ugh, rather than relent, you redouble your efforts against the fish. Hours pass. At last, your patience is rewarded as one of the slippery denizens ends up in your grasp. A glopgill? Ooh, that's worth a lot. Reader 1, fish 0. Hell yeah. Relish in the victory. Nothing to say? No one's got anything to say about the awesome fish I just caught? I spent hours, and you guys can't say just like a thank you, or just look at it and be like, wow, what a sweet fish you got there.
You are nothing, reader.
What are you, my dad?
Nothing but a mindless simpleton.
Mm-hmm.
Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes.
Yes.
The
This is all familiar.
Long-held secret to keep out
Uh-huh.
those such as you.
So there's some secret nonsense that'll keep me from doing what I want, but I want to lose, so I cannot be bested. See, that's where you get me wrong. You don't actually know what I want, so you can't stop me from getting it, because you are filled with misinformation. You theocratic prick. You wake from what little sleep you managed this past night once more. The voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. The voice truly is that of Archjustice Androboles IX himself. As Volford indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. Well, that's a good thing no one's gotten their freedom. Alright. Barker, Barker, Barker. I'm so excited. A messenger imp, yay! This time around, the news pertains to Dalbert of the triumvirate known as the Fate. In the Liberation Rite, he finally earned back his freedom after many failed attempts. However, that freedom he rewarded to his son, Almer, so that he could go home instead. Much to Almer's disbelief, there seemed to be no way for the two to go together. Back in the Commonwealth, Almer grew reclusive in spite of his newfound status and the hospitality afforded him, and in spite of Dalbert's wishes for his well-being. Now as for Dalbert, once separated from his son, his advanced days at last caught up with him. He shall not conduct another rite. Aww. All of this shook the remaining members of the Fate. If ever they regroup, it shall not be soon, and you shall not encounter them again. Afterwards you find Kay on her own, speaking softly to herself. Watch over him, O scribes. Watch over him, O scribes. Oh, please, watch over him. Oh. Even though she will likely never meet Almer again, she still cares for him and wants him to be happy. The news brings you no joy, although you thank the messenger imp for delivering it and cling to a hope that the legacy of the Old Heart clan is not yet complete. Try to do your best, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But I think Almer can do some great things. He's a good guy. Okay, no one to talk to. Hey guys, you know what I was just thinking? Maybe I should have a sale or something here sometime. But then again, my prices are as low as they go, so I don't think I can. I just can't do it, guys. Alright, well, let's sell our mushroom. And let's sell the Glopgill. There we go. I'm not going to use any of these, but this is just a cute thing, and I kind of just want it because it's cute. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. How much is it? Oh, 140? Oh, crap. Okay, it's time to sell something. Let's see. I don't need that. I want this little leech. I want a little pet. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. And now I only have $4. Tell all your friends about us because I already told mine. Am I missing out on lore because I'm not buying enough shit? Book of Rights. Downside dining. How to sustain oneself with food and drink in such a place as this? The less said of it, the better. Do not complain, observe, and above all, keep moving. Sources of sustenance avail themselves to those with a keener sense. In warmer climates, search the ground at break of day for subterraneans. In colder places, dig for them. Give them purpose. Drinking pools are rare, but moisture and abundance outside of the sandfolds. Some is poisonous. Take only what you need. The downside limits any opportunity for excess, but it provides enough amenities to meet the needs of life. One who withstands it cannot help but feel a sense of gratitude. So don't take too much. If you take too much, if you're too greedy, you will die. If only it worked that way in real life, where greedy assholes just didn't get everything they needed to survive. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kael'mer. The sky darkens, and in the distance you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes affixed to the stars above. Soon, something in the sky above begins to stir. What is it? Okay. I thought there might be like another, just like a little Titan that shows up right there, but I guess that's it. Let's do it. Let's just let them absolutely demolish my butt once more. Just get in there and just wreck it.
Rita, I am still very cross with you, you know.
Oh no. That's old-timey for being, like, exceptionally pissed.
Not just to the legacy of the Nightwings,
Oh.
but to the future of the Commonwealth.
I
That traitor
refuse.
Vulfred, only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises.
Well, you aren't doing anything to seduce me.
Ideas
You need to do a better job of making me interested.
would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand.
You
Now for this blasted
are
right.
a manipulative
Some of us still have our
little
duties to uphold.
bastard. Oi! Okay, gotta get the voice right. Oi, so it's you again, is it? We got you last time, and we'll get you again. The dissidents. Let us show them what the Nightwings can do. Alright, well, let's bring Rookie back.
Choose quickly your triumvirate.
Oh yeah, and let's go read about Parker. I always love these. Troublemaking cur who thrills in the defeat of the triumvirates. He was a hunter. The wildlands east of the Commonwealth were lucrative for the quick and the bold. While few traditions survived from the days of the Empire, hunting was certainly an exception. He's from Sagathol. He is carefree and spirited. Convicted for indecency, he violated one of the Commonwealth's most sacred landmarks. An anarchy. Yeah, the records say he did what he did to undermine common respect. Hell yeah. Yeah. Love Parker. He was an accomplished hunter, and the people of the Commonwealth did have an appetite, but he cherished the hunt itself far more than the work ethic, spent his earnings on a variety of things that were quite bad for him. After one particularly raucous night with his pack, Barker was caught relieving himself on the foot of the statue of Archjustice Androboles IV, and that was the end of his citizenship. And the downside, he was more in his element, and the rights provided for him a thrill much like the hunt once did. That's awesome. Alright, Rookster. Aroo. Let's do a little Pamitha. And let's do a little Jody. Prepared as ever. Been itching for another go. Let's have at it, mates. Tear 'em to shreds. Okay, that was quite quick. Oh. That was embarrassing. Alright, okay. Fucking stop. Yeah, okay. Nope, not gonna happen. Uncool. Whee! Oh god, I'm sliding all over the place. Okay. Let's do some Pamitha. Oh no, the controller. No. Oh no. Yeah. Nope. This is bad. Nope. Woo! This is interesting, to say the least. Alright, come on. Do me in. A poof. Damn it. Alright, I'm just gonna run for it, you know? What are they gonna do? There. See, I can score a point. This game is so crazy when you have all the Titans up. I mean, it's also very fun, but... What is happening? Oh, okay, it's the... it's the big ol' imps.
The orb flies
This is pretty crazy. Do they expect you to be able to do this, like, as a human? Because it seemed pretty unlikely that, like, a normal person would be able to do this. Nope. And, like, this is even hard difficulty. This is normal, but with all the Titans up. So what does, like, hard mode look like with all the Titans up? I'm curious. Maybe I'll do that next round. Yep, this is not the best. This is a shameful display. A ludicrous display, one might even say. Man. Alright, fine. Just finish me off. You're having more fun here than me.
The dissidents prevail.
I think they were just in it for the thrill, because they could have had me multiple times over. And they were just in it for the funsies.
It's done.
Next time you want some pain, you look us up. Oops. We'll have to be more careful.
There is much to learn from this experience.
Oh yeah. Alright. Rub my nose in it. Because it was a dog thing. And you rub your nose. They rub the nose and the doggy poop when they do something bad. So, make me feel bad, game.
Take your sordid business someplace else.
I will sort my sorted business into neat little categories. My blasphemy is over here. My indecencies over yonder. There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles suffered defeat by the dissidents in a somewhat humiliating fashion. No kidding. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better, at least, and express gratitude to Rookie, Pameth, and Jody for their efforts. Just then the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you and follow him back out into the darkness. The stars above seem to be few and fading, and yet one still shines, defiant. All right. Nothing for it but to go on up. Who are we facing? The dissidents again. All right. Works for me. Should be for a fun match. You notice the lone minstrel is standing there with you regarding the night sky. The gate guardian and I. We have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We have seen so much, and so I'm a bit taken aback, is all, to see something which I have never seen. We look upon the stars together for a while, then I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late, and you need rest. The Black Wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. Alright, we'll do this little talky talk, and then we'll finish up, I guess. Ooh, Gilman. Okay, what's up? You find Sir Gilman searching intently for something or other. His eye is shut tight, his brow furrowed in deep concentration. He acknowledges your presence in the most minimal way possible and continues scanning the environment. You shall have to forgive this knight's impertinence to you, Master Reader, for he is on the hunt at this time. Using his acute sense of hearing, which is much more acute whilst underwater, but shall have to suffice in this case, he shall track down a most elusive character. A character who has eluded this knight time and time again, and from whom this knight seeks to learn still superior evasive strategies applicable when next he may conduct the rites. Hold! Is that... You have no idea to whom he is referring when... Stick it up, worm. You're caught. Ow. Could have wrung your neck just now, you know. Oh, this knight has failed again. Alas, Master Rookie, once more you have outwitted this poor knight and outmaneuvered him. Please, you must reveal the secret to your speed and cunning. Take it easy, chum. You're not half bad yourself. Besides, I was getting pretty sick of running circles around all these slowpokes before you showed up while we were out at sea. Do you truly mean that, Master Rookie? But no, it cannot be, for this knight has nary seen anyone as deft and fleet of foot as you. Certainly it must be advantageous to possess 4 feet, while this knight has but 1, if so it may be called, and yet we are all born with necessary means, and we must all make do. Look, chum, you've got to stop being so hard on yourself. I've been saying that for ages. Thank you, Rookie. You ever thought maybe you ought to give yourself a break once in a while? Never. This knight deserves no break, not while there is honor to be gained. He is merely a worm, one of roughly 8 billion of his kind. Thus he must strive to be remarkable and to exceed what is expected of him. It's a toxic mindset, my man. Guess what, chum? You went and did that already. I thought all you other Sea Dominion types were just a bunch of meatheads who didn't care enough for nothing but a fight. But you've been downright decent. Even made me break a sweat a couple of times out there when I thought maybe we got somebody quicker on his foot than me. The point I'm trying to make is, it's been good having you with us. I always say it's worth having someone quick around to keep you on your toes. For a moment you wonder if Sir Gilman is about to weep. Sensing the same, Rookie immediately changes the subject. Things getting a little too real in here. A bit of the bromance is steamy. Now, come on, you want to go another round or what? There's some good hiding spots outside where I can show you how we curs get the drop on unwary passerby, in a very honorable way. This knight would be most honored, Rookie. As the two of them head off to further train together, you catch notice of the Book of Rights there in the wagon, the rights, which so stress trust and reliance on one's fellow exiles. The 8 scribes likely did not envision Sir Gilman and Rookie in particular as conductors of their sacred tradition, yet perhaps theirs is the sort of kinship which they had in mind. It's adorable. Let's get our mushroom. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Thank you. Alright, I guess next stream we're almost done. Man, I don't know how much of this game is left. I feel like I hope there's enough shit to do in one stream. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a bit of an oopsie daisy problem. But either way, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will join me for the maybe finale next stream, or maybe we'll get into like a little bit next week. We'll see. I have plans for the next game. I think I'm going to play Have a Nice Death. It looks really fun. It's a bit of the new hotness, and I love that little Grim Reaper man. If that could be like a personification of what I feel inside, that is it in animated form. It's pretty impressive that they nailed it so hard. If we find out the Grim Reaper is also a bit of a pervert, I think they've nailed it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining, for my chatters and for lurkers, wherever you are. I hope you are doing well. Couldn't do this without you. And I hope you have a good day. I always try to leave with some kind of positive note. Let's see, what could be the positive affirmation for today? Try to, if you have the means, dress comfortably, because comfort is important, but if it makes you feel good to dress a particular way, or to do your makeup or your hair in any way, dress fancy, go for it. I usually don't dress fancy. I'm in a pink tank top and yoga pants right now. But this is a time for comfort. But sometimes it feels good to get yourself dressed up, and sometimes that boost of self-esteem can really make your day, especially when someone else takes notice. But even if they don't, do it for you. It's important to do things for yourself too. Don't always put consider your actions from what other people want and what other people think. Your own thoughts about yourself have value as well. Either way, thank you for joining me on the stream. I'm going to be going again on Friday about the same time. If you've missed anything, I've got everything uploading onto YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as well. Usually the streams give me about 3 episodes each. I put them into chunks so they're not as overwhelming. Sorry, the phone stream did something a little weird there, but hopefully it's all okay. So it's a little behind, but you can always watch highlights on Twitch as well. And then I'm trying to upload shorts every couple of days too. I think that's it. If you like what I'm doing, please follow so you can be notified whenever I go live and we can have some fun together. And subscribe on YouTube if you really, really want to. That'd mean a lot to me as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next stream. Bye-bye.